Hello, greetings, and welcome to this news update. Today, the topics are few and the things that I liked are many. I am the Ninjaneer, and our topics today are as follows. FUD is on the rise again. Aptera may have found their billionaire. And last but not least, things that I liked. Let's get started. We've been exposed to a fairly constant stream of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, but they have really been hammering the doubt portion home recently. The reason behind why I believe this is happening is more interesting than the articles themselves, if I'm honest. If you all remember about 2 years ago in 2021, the Mach-E and a ton of other EV competition started coming out. Okay, so this is completely random, but did anybody ever notice that the Mach-E is the word machine without the letters I-N, and they just kind of put a little hyphen in there? I don't know why that's important or relevant, but I just noticed it and I figured that was maybe some kind of sidebar that they may have done unintentionally, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, not really a big deal. Not really sure why I decided to. Anyway, during that time, the inescapable media narrative was something like, the competition is coming, or Tesla's going down, or EVs are the future, in an attempt to basically get people into EVs from any company but Tesla. The results speak for themselves in that, due to several factors, the general consensus is that legacy automotive widely failed in getting their EVs adopted, except in very small numbers. How small? Adding up the unit sales of the next 10 competitors to Tesla together, Tesla was still significantly more with respect to unit sales overall. In fact, it was still very, very close to double that number. So when you're like, the top guy and the next 10 people under you are still half of what you're selling, yeah, I'm figuring that second through 10th place should probably adapt their strategy, don't you think? Now, if you were an older car company seeing this happen, what would you do? I know I would probably double down on studying the top competition as much as possible, take the knowledge that I learned from that study, and get my product up to snuff. That's what I would do. That tactic sounds intuitive, at least to all of the people that I have directly mentioned the conundrum to. If someone is beating the pants off of you and you can't quit, you hunker down and beat them at their own game, leveraging your advantages. Sounds pretty intuitive to me. That message is honestly lost on legacy auto, in part, I believe, because they are not desperate enough, which is interesting because their situation is actually quite dire. The tactic they have chosen, in addition to adjusting and seemingly gearing up to at least somewhat copy Tesla, is, while they are transitioning, spread FUD. An article was written recently that I will link below called Elon Musk Started a Price War That Tesla Can't Win. In this article, they give a lot of false equivalencies and flawed logic of several varieties to make the claim that the reason Tesla is lowering prices is because demand is down for EVs in general, including Teslas. The article manages to do that while simultaneously trying to exonerate legacy auto of the responsibility they have in trying to release subpar products that people did not want to buy because they are more expensive than the leader. Long story short, if you decide to read this article, be ready for Olympic level mental gymnastics. If you want to avoid reading the article, because personally I wish I had, I will link a couple of videos that do a great job of breaking down the article and discussing its fallacy without you having to give the article more clicks. According to Aptera Owners Club, we may have found our inspired billionaire. The holy grail, if you will, of investors. The gent in question is named Palmer Luckey. I will not spoil the video for you all, but essentially Steve speculates that because he was spotted on an Instagram post by Aptera, sitting in the solar vehicle of our dreams, he could become a major investor in Aptera. Steve's video also had an overview of who Palmer Luckey was, and to give you a broad overview, he started Oculus VR and a bunch of other companies. It would be really exciting to have this inspired billionaire because Aptera can go into production in a big way instead of slowly ramping up. That result would absolutely make Aptera a bigger player in the automotive industry far faster, and as a result, cement their company for the foreseeable future. Now, for the things that I like this week. It appeared that in many ways this week and parts of last weekend were the Jason Hill equivalent of the Chris Anthony week from the week prior. Aptera Owners Club did a fantastic long-form interview in 4 parts with Jason Hill, who is the Chief of Design at Aptera. The format was a review of Steve's review of Aptera's recent Air-In feature reveal video. Another fantastic interview with Jason Hill happened on Tailosive EV. This interview also centered around the Air-In reveal, but the questions were different and the banter felt a little more natural in my opinion. Another something I liked was the revelation that Aptera is marketing through actual commercials. This revelation came through Drive the Lightning in a short video discussing how they ran across Aptera's commercial. I'm now going to keep my eyes open because my default is to ignore commercials entirely and skip them as soon as possible. But I mean, if Aptera is marketing, of course I gotta watch the commercials now. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, yeah, that'll about do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am, once again, the Ninjaneer. Do the YouTubey things, click the like, click the subscribes, and all that kind of fun stuff. I have Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff, although those are still tied to my previous channel. I will soon make it exclusively for the Ninjaneer, as it were. At any rate, again, thank you guys for watching. You guys are amazing. The clickies and the commentees and all that kind of stuff are always fun to read and reply to. So yeah, keep that up, and I'll catch you guys next time. Yay for cats. They are something else.